Welcome to the Alt History channel. If you are passionate about a world where history takes unexpected turns, then you have come to the right place. Before we dive into our next fascinating story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on like to support us. Are you ready to embark on an amazing journey where history has taken a completely different turn? Then let's get started. In the year 476 AD, when the Visigoths led by Odoacer captured Rome, the destiny of the world took an unexpected turn. History, as we know it, led to the fall of the Roman Empire. But what if the empire never fell? What if Rome maintained its power, expanding and adapting to survive and thrive in a new world? This might have led to the creation of a great peace, where Roman ideals of governance and culture became the foundation of a global society. Or it could have led to a new, darker era of tyranny. Part 1. Dawn of a New World. The sun rose over the majestic city of Rome, which knew no decline. Marble columns and golden domes sparkled under the morning rays. The streets were bustling with merchants, philosophers, engineers, and travelers from all corners of the vast empire. Rome was the center of the world, the heart of a mighty civilization that stretched from the frozen lands of Britain to the sandy dunes of Egypt, from the green hills of Gaul to the mysterious lands of the East. Part 2. The Legacy of the Emperors. Emperor Augustus II, a direct descendant of the ancient Caesars, ruled his vast empire with wisdom and a drive for progress. He fortified the borders, giving no chance for barbarian invasions, and simultaneously fostered the growth of trade and sciences. During his reign, the greatest aqueducts, libraries, and universities were built. Rome was not only a military power, but also a center of knowledge and arts. Part 3. The Path to Great Peace. Under Rome's guidance, the world saw the dawn of a new era. Peoples, once divided by wars and conflicts, were now united under the banner of Pax Romana. This new world system was not flawless. It had its issues and challenges, including social inequality and power struggles. However, the overall peace and stability it offered were unparalleled. Part 4. Shadows of Tyranny. But not everything was as perfect as it seemed. In the depths of marble halls and dark corners of Rome, conspiracies and intrigues were brewing. Some senators and generals saw in Rome's might an opportunity for personal enrichment and power. They dreamt of turning the world into their personal empire. Part 5. Bloomed or Fall. The fate of the empire hung by a thread. Would Rome continue its path as a great symbol of peace and enlightenment? Or would it sink into the darkness of tyranny and corruption? The answer to this question could only be given by history, written by every decision of the emperor, every sword of the legionnaire, and every word of the philosopher. Part 6. Centuries of Transformation. Over time, the Roman Empire continued its powerful existence, constantly adapting to changing conditions. Throughout the Middle Ages, Rome not only withstood the test of time, but also remained a center of innovation and culture. It was Roman scientists who discovered the New World, and Roman engineers who built the first steam engines. In the Age of Enlightenment, Rome was a beacon of knowledge, where philosophy and science went hand in hand with ancient traditions. Part 7. Rome in the Modernized World. By the beginning of the 20th century, the Roman Empire had transformed into a powerful federation, uniting many peoples and cultures. Roman democracy, though far from perfect, became an example for many states. In this world, there was no place for world wars that darkened our history. But there were their own conflicts and problems. Instead, global efforts were focused on fighting diseases, poverty, and finding new energy sources. Part 8. Science and Technology. In our world, the space race began much earlier, and by the mid-20th century, people had already landed on Mars. The Roman Empire led this exploration, using its vast resources and scientific potential to reach the stars. The Internet, in this alternative reality, was developed as a network for knowledge exchange between universities throughout the empire. Part 9. The Modern World. By the beginning of the 21st century, the world under Rome's rule had become entirely different. Technology and science advanced rapidly, improving people's lives. However, questions of freedom, equality, and self-determination of peoples remained relevant. The Roman Empire, though striving for peace and prosperity, faced the challenges of globalization, environmental problems, and cultural differences. Part 10. Future and Past. Today we can only speculate what our world would look like if the Roman Empire had not fallen. Could it have led us to a more peaceful and developed society, or, on the contrary, to tyranny and stagnation? This alternative world reminds us that history is not just a chain of events, but also the fruit of choices made by humanity throughout time. Conclusion. Ultimately, the alternative history of the Roman Empire, which never fell and continuously evolved, reflects a multitude of possibilities and paths that humanity could have taken. This world, where Rome became the foundation for global civilization, shows how a great power can influence culture, science, politics, and social relationships. However, despite technological and scientific achievements, this world still faces the eternal challenges of humanity, the quest for freedom, the search for justice, and the need to maintain peace. In the end, the story of a world where the Roman Empire never fell serves as a reminder that in any society, regardless of its power and longevity, the values, choices, and actions of people determine its true character and future. It makes us ponder how our own decisions today can shape the world of tomorrow and how important it is to strive for a more just and peaceful society, regardless of the challenges we face. Thus concludes the story of a world where the Roman Empire never fell, a world full of possibilities and lessons for our own. Thanks for watching. Write in the comments, would you like to live in such an alternative story? Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. There are a lot more interesting videos on my channel.